TV. In this video, I want to share a little bit of an introduction to the program, give you an overview of what the program's about, and hopefully in this video series and on this channel, we're going to explore the things that are happening in the program, things that faculty may be up to, things that students may be up to. So glad you've joined us. Let's jump on in. Well, welcome back everybody to University of South Carolina Rehabilitation TV, and I want to give you just a little bit of an overview as to the USC's Clinical Rehabilitation Counseling program. So the program is an MA in Clinical Rehabilitation Counseling. It's an MA in Counseling with a focus in Clinical Rehabilitation Counseling. And the program gives you, it's a 60 credit hour program that gives you the opportunity to sit for a licensure as a licensed professional counselor in the state of South Carolina, as well as your certified rehabilitation counselor credential. So the LPC is a state credential, the CRC is more of a national credential. And so we provide you with the coursework that will enable you to work effectively with people with disabilities, to empower them and enable them to reclaim the lives, the identities, the roles that they want to in life. So what is rehabilitation counseling anyway? And in some ways, you can think of rehabilitation counseling as 3 master's degrees in one. If we're going to work effectively with people with disabilities and help to empower them to envision and reassume the roles that they want to assume in their life, we have to have excellent training in counseling. And in fact, you're going to get excellent training in counseling in our program. You're going to get training in counseling skills, in group counseling, in applying theories of counseling. You're going to get some practical experience with counseling through practicum and internship in counseling in actual agencies working with real clients. So you're going to get a truly outstanding counseling education. In addition to that, you're also going to get training in 2 other really specific areas. One is the area of disability. In order to work effectively with people with disabilities, you have to know a little bit about disability. You have to know about the medical aspects, the psychological, the social, the adjustment aspects of disability. How do human beings adjust to varying, changing circumstances in their lives? Disability adjustments, a whole range of theory that's associated with that. You also need to know, how do you help people to assess their own interests, processes, cognitive abilities, neuropsychological processes, all of that assessment in terms of assessing disability or assessing really everyday human function. You're going to get excellent training in that too. So in addition to the disability aspects you need to be aware of in terms of medical, psychological, and social, you also need some good training in areas like disability legislation, for example. What legislation are people with disabilities able to access, and what legislation is out there that surrounds the process that helps people to get their needs met and to get where they want to be. In addition to counseling and disability, clinical rehabilitation counselors also get very specialized training in the world of work. Adults spend 80 to 85% of their time at work. Kids spend most of that time at school. So we really need to prepare, if we're going to be clinical rehabilitation counselors, with specified training in accessing, reaccessing the world of work. And that includes things like looking at labor markets and seeing what job trends are, looking at individual jobs and breaking those down into specific tasks so that we know and we can help consumers decide, clients to decide if they want to resume those roles or maybe they want to explore a different role. So lots of different things go into the concept of vocation, right? And the world of work. And so assessment is certainly one of those things, assessing interests, aptitudes, overall abilities, again, neuropsychological processes, cognitive processes, all of those kinds of things, memory. In addition to being able to help people to kind of decide on a task basis whether a workplace is accessible or on an interest basis, we could go back to a task basis. So being able to analyze a job, break it down into very specific tasks so people can make informed decisions about, is that something I want to go back to, or do I want to explore something new? We also need to be able to look at a labor market and see what are the trends in that labor market. What are the things that, is it a growing market? Is it a shrinking market? So that people can make good and educated decisions about what they want to do. And the world of work can be a complex place. So engineering the process of re-entering that place or re-accessing that workplace is a very specific process. And clinical rehabilitation counselors, unlike many other helping professionals, get very specific training in the world of work. So we can actually help people in very specific and very nuanced ways to resume, to sort of envision the life that is optimal for them, and to work towards attaining that. So if you're interested in learning anything more about our program, again, it's a 60 credit hour program, and it happens right here in Columbia, South Carolina, at the University of South Carolina School of Medicine. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, tune back into this channel. We will be looking at various pieces of that. And if you're interested, please contact the program using the information on the website. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Welcome. We're glad you're here, and we hope to see you again soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.